Hey everybody, it's Kim Peterson of Uniquely Savvy, and this is week 4 of a blogging challenge that I am doing. And what I've been talking about really over the last 3 weeks is your identity, because personal brand is about identity. Today, we're talking about integrity. How does that word make you feel when you hear that? Does that make you sort of grimace? Or do you have a sense of peace about how you walk in integrity? Now, the reason why this comes up is because a couple of weeks ago, was taking my mentee through this little book called The 4 Agreements. Have you heard of it? It's a great little book, chock full of nuggets on how to live a life of more personal freedom. And so we were unpacking Be Impeccable, which is the very first agreement. And with that, I asked Facebook friends and such, and I said, what does that word mean to you? Some of them said it's when your actions align with your words. That's when you are in integrity. Others said it's when your yes is your yes, and we can count on you. We can depend on you, whether it's in business or life, to do that which you say. A few women actually used the word covenant. It is a covenant, which is a commitment between your words and your actions. However, this also talked about impeccability, meaning from the Latin, without sin. And it starts with yourself. It starts with you not sinning against yourself, meaning not doing any harm to yourself by way of the words you speak toward yourself, the self-talk, physical harm, emotional harm, spiritual harm. It's just about not harming yourself. And what's interesting is it says that the level of your impeccability out in the world is in direct correlation and proportion to your self-love. Isn't that interesting? So the more you love yourself and the more you take care of yourself, and do not harm yourself by word or action or deed, the more you're going to show up in the world and not do that toward others. Some examples out there that this book talks about, it talks about gossiping against others is not being in impeccability with your word. White lies, which have become a habit of communication, this book suggests, the author suggests, that is operating in a lack of integrity. It's not being impeccable with your word. One thing that I really like about this book is it says, when you are impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself. And the author says that the correct use of your energy when you're being impeccable to your word is you are using your energy in the direction of truth and love. The direction of truth and love for yourself first, and then, as you know it, for how you interact with others. So my question to you today is, how do you use your energy for truth and love with yourself, with your own personal commitment to be impeccable with your word toward yourself? And how are you or are you not operating in integrity in business? Again, that could just be in terms of, can we count on you? Is your yes your yes? Do you have follow through? Those sorts of things. And as today is December 23rd, and as we're heading into the celebration of Christmas, I want to ask you, will your name be found on Santa's naughty or nice list as it relates to walking in integrity